This one podcast episode did over 19 million views on YouTube. But that's actually not the crazy part. The crazy part is that it was not an accident. It was built using a 5-step framework that we use over and over again to scale Impaulsive to over 8 billion views across platforms. And today I'm breaking down that exact step-by-step framework so you can apply it to your own podcast or your own content. And stay with me, because step 4 is the reason that most clips die. And it's also the reason that ours regularly perform extremely well and cross over 1 million views on a consistent basis. Hey, I'm Caleb. I have been the co-owner and the content producer for the Impaulsive podcast for the last 7 years. And during that time, we've grown the show to over 4.8 million YouTube subscribers, over 3.6 million on TikTok, and billions of views on other platforms as well. And also, if you want my full podcast system, I put together a free podcast course and guide that helps you walk through this idea from idea to actually distribution. The link is in the description, but all right, let's dive in. Step number 1 is that short form is the discovery layer. Let me start with the mindset shift that changed everything. Most people think long form is how you grow. It's not. Long form is how people actually commit. Short form is how people discover. Think about it a little bit more like this. Short form is the trailer and long form is the actual movie. So basically, we stopped treating the podcast episode like it was the full product. We treated it like it was a source file for the entire content machine. So here's the pipeline. Episode, clips, viral reach, new viewers, full episode, subscribers, and then repeat viewers. So if your episode doesn't produce clips, it really doesn't have a chance to scale. Simple as that. Step number 2 is engineering the topic for clips. Here's where most podcasters lose even before they start. They book a guest, they press record, and they hope that something interesting happens. Our team actually does it the other way around. Before we hit record, our team does a quick check so the episode has clear direction from the start. First, does this topic actually fit the guest? And the easiest way to know that is to look at what has already worked for us in the past. If a topic has actually already gone extremely viral for us in the past, that tells our team something. It means that the audience cares and they already stopped scrolling for it. So our team brings that topic back, pairs it with a guest that can also deliver a very strong version of it. Second is that our team asks, is this a pressing question? Has this guest answered this question yet? Because new answers create curiosity. So if people have never heard their take on a specific subject, they lean in. And a lot of the time, that's where the best clips come from. Third is that our team asks, is this topic relevant right now? Because timing multiplies everything. The exact same question can fall flat when it's old news and feel unstoppable when it hits with the right momentum. So when a topic checks all 3 of the boxes, we build the moment around it. But our team doesn't just hope for good moments, we build them. Step number 3 is treating your podcast title and thumbnail like it's like the front door. Your podcast thumbnail and title are really not just the packaging, okay? They are the main reason that somebody clicks. Most people don't read descriptions, okay? They don't exactly know who you are just yet. They're scanning extremely fast and they're comparing you already to other shows. So this step is about one thing, and it's creating a title and thumbnail that communicate what that is about in the first 1 second. And here's how to do it better. First, you're gonna wanna find the single most clickable moment in the episode, not the whole conversation, the moment that creates curiosity and delivers a clear benefit. We're talking about a confession, a strong opinion, a mistake, a surprising result. Second is that you're gonna wanna write titles that actually sound like outcomes, okay, not topics. Third is that you're gonna wanna keep your thumbnail simple and specific, okay? We're talking about 1 or 2 faces zoomed in as main characters, okay? 2 to 5 words max, big readable text, no clutter, and you're gonna wanna make the thumbnail text complete with the title. Think about it this way. The title sets the idea and the thumbnail adds to the punch. Finally, is that you're gonna wanna run the 1 second test. If somebody comes across your episode in the feed for 1 second, do they instantly understand what it's about or why it matters or who it's actually for? If not, simplify your title and reduce the thumbnail to 1 clear idea. Step number 4 is the 30-second advantage, okay? This is the part that people really don't want to hear, but honestly, like, it's the truth. The algorithm doesn't reward good content the way that most people like to describe. The algorithm rewards retention. So if you want your clips to pop, you don't start off by asking, is this interesting? You ask, will somebody watch the whole thing? A 30-second clip that gets 95 to 100% retention will often way outperform a clip that's 60 seconds long and people abandon after 10 seconds. So our rules became brutally simple, okay? A hook in the first 1 to 2 seconds, cut every ounce of fluff, keep the energy moving, and end on a line that makes people go, wait, what? And here is the standard. If it doesn't grab attention instantly, it doesn't ship. Not because we're artists or perfectionists, but because we're playing the game with rules. It's not luck, it's math, it's analytics. So step number 5 is that distribution is a schedule, it's not a mood. This is where most creators quit too early. They post just one clip, it doesn't explode, and they assume that the system just doesn't work. We don't treat distribution like it's just a vibe, okay? We treat it like a job, because attention isn't won with just one singular post. It's won by showing up everywhere, consistency with volume and quality. We're talking multiple platforms, multiple formats, same core moments. We weren't posting content, we were creating touch points. And those touch points very likely compound if you're doing it correctly. And that's how you build scale. So that's how we built the system behind 8 billion views. But here's what matters most. This is repeatable, okay? This is repeatable. I'll say it one more time. This is repeatable. Now, if you want the step-by-step workflow that we use from idea to distribution, I want you to watch my next video. And I want to do my best to help you apply this. So what I want you to do is drop me a comment with 2 things, okay? First off is going to be your podcast niche. Secondly is going to be your biggest growth bottleneck right now. I'll reply with the one adjustment that will help move the needle the fastest for you. So make sure to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.